little Hollywood news. So you guys remember Tenacious D? A little bit of trouble, a little bit of heat on Monday when they said that, well, if only he hadn't have missed. A big fallout from that. Kyle Gass issued an apology.
Yeah.
And it turns out that apology has been deleted.
Oh.
Oh, no shit. The
Interesting.
plot thickens.
Also,
when they
comments have been turned off on Tenacious D's YouTube channel and Jack Black's personal YouTube
Well, they posted
channel.
these without the inability to comment on it unless they followed you. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, one of those
yeah,
ones.
Yeah. So they've been and this has been a funky one all week long, and I'm sure you've seen me arguing with idiots online about this all week because, they're like, you guys are hypocrites and going with the cancel culture. It's like, I don't remember calling for Tenacious D to be canceled. It's like Jack Black's a motherfucker to cancel Tenacious TDS.
And so did the Australian government. Let me just
and
say
the Australian government,
yeah,
exactly.
The Australian government came out and said
now that we have
they're not
legal
allowed to do
vices here, he can probably talk a little bit about casualty insurance and how much that shit probably runs you and how they basically, this stupid shit that Kyle said has now priced them out of the market because they're not fucking Metallica.
No. But I also just want to say really quickly, like those apologies, even the one that Jack Black issued.
He didn't mean it.
He didn't even say sorry in it.
Man, if you watch the clip again, Jack Black laughs
about
what he said. So he believes it. They both still believe it. It was only because of the backlash that they got that they thought, oh shit, maybe we should issue an apology.
Rhino, you forgot, and he didn't even apologize in his apology.
No,
I don't condone political violence.
Yeah.
There's never, sorry, we fucked up.
Jack Black basically said, oh shit, the Jack Black brand just took a major hit. The Tenacious D brand ain't worth shit. Sorry, Kyle. Just like the song says, as long as there's a record deal, we'll be friends.
They've only ever had one big hit, and that was the greatest song in the world one, right?
Yeah, and they tried to do other things. They've got a little cult following, and that's my point. They're not going to be filling arenas or anything like that to where they can handle the type of costs that extra security would cost now, the amount of money that would cost to pay for their casualty insurance and all that other stuff like that. They just basically price themselves out of the market.
Yeah.
And they cost their entire crew their Christmas, basically. I mean, like, sure, some of these people might find other jobs, but I'm sure the band and stuff like that ain't going to be able to find a job.
Kyle won't find anything. He's fucking
Kyle's
nobody
done.
without
That's why he
Jack
got dumped
Black.
by his. That's why he got dumped by his agency. I'll be fucking clear with you up front with this. The reason they dumped him is because guess what? Kyle's got one income, Tenacious TDS. Once Jack Black said Tenacious TDS is no more, they're like, adios.
I don't think that's true. They'll get back together once everything
like
dies
5
down.
years from now, maybe.
Yeah.
Unless him pulling this down is they're having a change of heart, because there's been a lot of people pushing this idea that they were somehow unjustly canceled. When it's like, and this is what I've been pointing out to people, it's like, nobody canceled them but themselves. This is actual consequence culture. You know how the left kept screaming and crying about, no, just because you lost your job, that's not cancel culture. That's consequence culture. You shouldn't have put a post out there about Trump, then should you? It's like, no, this is actual consequence culture, because he cost this entire band, their entire crew, all the people that work.
Well, these are the same people that would cancel that kid for wearing red and black face paint. These are the same people that went after people's jobs left and right for just supporting Trump.
Wisconsin, who had
people that donated. There was some guy that donated to Trump's campaign. They went after. Do you remember that? Like, they saw that he was donating to Trump, and he had some kind of regular job. They went after him. Fuck all these people. They're mad now.
My Kyle Glass cosplay plans are now ruined for
Kyle took a bullet for Kate.
Kyle Rittenhouse. Sure. People that were donating to Kyle Rittenhouse were going after them.
But see, that none of them, and I'm not even just talking Tenacious D, but actually care about like cooling down the political rhetoric, violence, whatever, all of this kind of thing. They said that on the first day after the Trump assassination attempt, but then after that, it was like, we don't really know how to talk about him anymore because we still think he's going to be a dictator. We still think this and we still think that, but we can't tell you now that he's Hitler reborn or whatever. It's like...
The last people I'm going to fight for are these cocksuckers. They can all burn in hell, all of them.
And they will.
Fuck them.
They will.
You reap what you sow, motherfuckers.
And it's kind of funny.
It's
kind of funny that the Australian government goes and deports Novak Djokovic during the height of the pandemic and everything. But, Tenacious D comes out and says something that our government actually agrees with, but then they cancel like them. And it wasn't people, nobody in Australia asked for the cancellation. Let me just say this. I didn't see anything in regards to anyone coming out and wanting to cancel Tenacious D's tour or anything like this that they were doing. It was purely the government's instant reaction to go, no, you're not allowed to have your shows anymore. That's it. So,
I mean, let's be real. Like 100 years ago, they'd have been tried for treason for probably bad mouthing the U.S. on foreign soil, right? Like,
does anybody know if Kevin Smith has cried yet?
Twice.
I'm surprised he hasn't said anything.
That's Anna's job.
He's a
Anna-
big
There
fucking
was a
Hollywood
new
dick rider.
Deadpool. There was a new Deadpool trailer, right? So he probably has cried.
Oh yeah. Well, he's gonna
3
cry.
times.
He's gonna post pictures of himself crying when he sees Wolverine in the suit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's gonna
Remember,
bring-
he's
he's gonna
reformed now.
Controller
Ever
with the Deadpool ass.
Ever since I sent him to the loony bin, he's been reformed.
I remember
remember
He's
that.
reformed.
He
sent
talked
him to
about
the
you for
loony bin.
weeks. I
I'm
think
glad I
the
can take
Deadpool.
credit.
I think
I
the
missed this one, I
Deadpool
guess.
controller is funny, and it's only happening because it's a man's ass. Imagine,
Yeah, somebody was
imagine
like,
if it was Lady Deadpool's ass.
They were like, people were making mock-ups of Tomb Raider, and they're like, "I dare you, do it."
Yeah, they would never do that. They make
No.
it of her boobs.
Well, it would be a shitty controller now because it'd be flat as hell.
That's true. That's true.